Netflix's animated Devil May Cry series is being trashed, and rightfully so, for making demons sympathetic, Americans the villains, and portraying Christianity as bad. Roll this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. So let's kind of set the stage here. Netflix's animated Devil May Cry series is coming from producer Adi Shankar, and he actually faced pushback for this back in March after Netflix released an exclusive clip of the show to left-wing pop culture outlet Discussing Film, which infamously worked to cancel Gina Carano back in, 2020, I believe. And numerous individuals took issue with the depiction of demons in the show or in that clip, as well as how it depicted religion. One was ex-user Marshall Bahimad. He expressed his opinion, paraphrasing a portion of the clip, saying, "Demons aren't evil, you're all just bigots." He then added, "We're reaching levels of religion bad we didn't think were possible." So I didn't include the clip here, but it basically has this rabbit demon saying that hell isn't that bad of a place, right? And the people who are attacking hell are the real bad people. And it's bad. It's bad. And Shankar replied saying, "Feels like a bad faith take. My show isn't saying religion bad." Marshall Behemoth wasn't having any of it. He says, "You wrote the text. The text is clear. It's not our fault. We see it for what it is. Do better. This discussion is over." And absolutely just shut him down. I really like the response there from Marshall Behemoth. So the show did recently release on Netflix yesterday, April 3rd. And it looks like that Behemoth's early observation was indeed correct, as numerous people are now trashing the show for its depiction of Christianity and demons. We have this guy here, Toasty Haymaker, saying the only character who talks about the Lord is the corrupt politician. You added Jesus Christ to Devil May Cry just to make him an accessory to an obvious setup villain. You lied. Kaguya's Top Girl also bashed the show, writing, "In the Netflix Devil May Cry show, America invades hell like it's a Middle East country. Demons are actually refugees of the wars caused by Whitey." I have a clip that Kaguya's Top Gal shared on X. I'm not going to play it because it's got Green Day's American Idiot, but I mean, you can literally see there, you've got the guy that is depicted as the villain. You have all of these fighter jets flying behind him, and they're going to launch their various missiles into a portal of hell and target a bunch of demons living there. And the demons are basically pictured as kind of refugees in a sympathetic way. They aren't pictured as like deformed, evil, monstrous, etc. They are literally depicted as like the most innocent thing you can like imagine. And that is in that clip there. I mean, it's awful. And then here's some, like here, this is a good depiction of it from G Warning. You can see this is after the planes are attacking hell, and you can see how these people here are shown as innocent victims, right? Innocent. And then G Warning said they unironically made it about evil Americans invading hell and killing the poor innocent demons. And Green Day starts playing. So obviously that's the clip right there, and he's sharing clips of it. We've got ex-user Mongoloyer. He compared the show's depiction of demons to the Rings of Power's depiction of orcs, where it attempted to paint them as sympathetic, obviously sharing the side-by-side there. And we'll get to this actual clip here. I mean, this clip is so emotionally manipulative. It is the false compassion that Bishop Sheen had warned us about back in the 1960s. And Mongoloyer says, "Wait a minute, where have I seen this before?" It's because this is all part of an agenda. It's an all part of an agenda to make us sympathetic towards evil. It's what these people want to do. This is their agenda. They want you to think that wrong is right and right is wrong. So Cobrutus Rambo shared the clip, and he derided the show, saying Netflix strikes again. I'm going to play this clip. This clip is, I think, encapsulates what everyone is saying about this and how absolutely terrible it is. Let's take a look at this right here.
We risked everything to hide you. Now you turn your gun on us? On our kids? We want nothing from you. Just leave, please.
Your friend slaughtered my team.
You think we're with
she's a sapien. Of course she thinks all demons are the same.
If you're not with the White Rabbit's gang, why are you here?
We needed a way out. He had one.
A way out of where?
Makai. You call it the demon realm, or hell. But it's not hell. It's worse. A desolate place barely suited for life. And that was before the warlords ravaged what few resources we had and turned the atmosphere toxic. Only the strongest Makaians can stand to breathe it. For those like us...
The air itself is poison. Children...
So you can see how they are painting these people as extraordinarily sympathetic. They want you to feel sorry for them, even though they are literal demons. That is what they're trying to do, and they're using this refugee. They're using an allegory to paint them as refugees to make you feel even more sympathetic towards them. But that isn't the worst part of how this works. It's how they're going to show Mary react to this sob story that these demons are feeding her.
Rarely survived their first year. Couldn't accept that fate.
Weak-ass sob story. And it doesn't explain how the overgrown rodent got you into our realm.
With a device that he built. He showed up with it a year ago, offering passage to this world for anyone who wanted. Dozens of families like us came.
We did it so our children could live, and live in a better world. Then we realized there is no better world for us. Sapiens hate and fear our kind. We'll never be able to mix openly amongst you.
We have no choice but to stay here in hiding, doing whatever that lunatic tells us, and turning a blind eye to his...
To his what?
The children who are orphans. He does tests on them. Experiments.
All we're trying...
So it's even worse, right? Not only is it an allegory for refugees, or they're trying to make you feel sympathetic for them on that point, but apparently these people are also being taken advantage of by the demonic rabbit creature who is experimenting on them and their children. So we've got like multiple layers of emotional manipulation, of a false compassion. What's even worse is they knew that people are like, this is clearly an agenda, and they have Mary actually call that out, say like that's a fake ass sob story is what she says. And then they hit you with this other sob story, and then we're going to see a very different reaction. You already see it here on the screen from Mary here. She's already like in shock, and that's how they want you to feel. They want you to feel.
Trying to do is survive, like you.
We're just like you. We're demons just like you. No, you are literally demons.
I know better than to trust the words of a demon. But after everything that's happened, maybe I don't actually know shit.
So there you go. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to be like Mary. She literally knows intellectually that she shouldn't be trusting demons. She literally verbalizes that. But what does she do? She trusts them anyways. She puts her guns down and says, well, I don't even know because I'm going to buy into your sob stories. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to literally sympathize and feel empathy for literal demons. This is false compassion. I've been bringing this up from Bishop Sheen. He's talked about this in the 1960s in one of his Life is Worth Living episodes. It was episode 16. I've talked about this all the time, and he talks about what this false compassion is. It is a pity. It is a pity that is shown not to the mugged, but to the mugger, not to the family of the murdered, but to the murderer, not to the woman who was raped, but to the rapist. And so you can say it's being shown to demons. They're literally trying to get you to show a pity to literal demons whose only purpose is to destroy you. And they're trying to get you to do that. And what is really interesting is what Bishop Sheen said about how this false compassion got into our society. He says, how did it start? It started in literature, in the novels of William Saroyan, John Steinbeck, where pity was extended through the novel to the good-natured slob. Then the novels of Mandel, James Jones, and others, in which pity is shown to every kind of pervert and degenerate. As one character says in the novel, a girl said, he called me a tramp. Imagine that. he called me a tramp. And the other girl says, I don't understand it. Just because you go out and do all the things that a tramp does and steal and so forth doesn't mean that you're really not a nice, fine girl. Now, with what result? With the result that crime is increasing, the clemency of a false kind is shown to criminals. And now, not only are they just trying to show this false empathy to tramps, to every kind of pervert and degenerate, they're literally trying to show false compassion, false empathy to demons. Demons. That is what they are doing. And it's not, as Mangaloyer points out here, I think this is an excellent post, because this isn't just isolated. This isn't just isolated. It is happening throughout the Hollywood media complex. It's not just Netflix. We're seeing it at Prime Video. We're seeing it at Amazon MGM Studios as well. This is an agenda that they are trying to push in popular series that clearly have obvious depictions of good and evil. Like, I haven't played the Devil May Cry series. Those aren't usually the games that I'm interested in. But from my understanding is that the main character is a literal demon hunter, and he hunts demons. And so they are clearly trying to do this subversion on purpose in these franchises that are wildly popular, that have black and white depictions of good and evil. And it is clearly being done to propagandize us and subvert what is right and what is wrong. They are trying to reverse that. They're trying to make you think that demons are sympathetic and that these demons are somehow good creatures. They're not. They're demons. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.